Hi everyone, it's Kerry and I am going to do, it's kind of a review, kind of a walkthrough of the Muse Tarot by Kerry Krogstad. I think it probably is pronounced Krogstad. I would pronounce it in English as Krogstad, but it did come all the way from America, so I think that's usually how they pronounce it. So I hope that's right. I bought this deck from Etsy, and I will include the link for that. And she was really, really lovely and kind and helpful. I did message her, and yeah, she was just a really lovely person. So I knew I'd love the deck. I had my eye on the deck for quite a while, which is unlike me. I'm usually an impulsive buyer, but I did have my eye on this one for quite a little while, and I don't really know what made me not jump and buy it straight away, but for whatever reason I didn't, and I held off, and I'm so glad I finally did get it because it is so beautiful. So it does follow the Rider-Waite-Smith, which usually means that I don't bother really looking in the guidebook at all. But before I get to that, it came with this extra card, the Tree of Life card, and also with the certificate of authenticity, saying that it is the first edition. Kerry's name again there, and that writing, I'm not quite sure how zoomed in. Oh yes, you can see it. They come out at night, yet they are still attracted to the light. I love that. I really love that. The backs of these cards are beautiful. You may have noticed that they're very similar to my logo. So that's probably another reason that I was so attracted to them. But other than the backs being beautiful, the fronts are also beautiful. So as you can probably see from here, this is the Fool card on the front of the deck. Let's just talk about the box a second. So the box is a two-part box, comes apart very, very easily. It's one of those, I love these, where the base of the box is kind of smaller than the lid. They come apart really well. I love this. So that is her website, the name of the deck, and the creator, the name of the deck. So absolutely beautiful. The guidebook is also really lovely. So at the back, it does have a few pages for notes and about the author section, but it does have some spreads. And just some information about how to use spreads and how to use the cards. Has information about the extra card, the Tree of Life card. Yeah. But it's not write up, what is it? It's sort of definitions and write up of the cards. It's written beautifully, actually, and quite often I don't really bother reading it because, you know, if it's a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck, I know the Rider-Waite-Smith like the back of my hand. Why would I bother reading the cards, the book? But it actually really helped. And what I'll do at the end, when we've gone through all the cards, is pull a card and read from the guidebook for you, just so you get a feel for how it reads. So I don't think I need to zoom in an awful lot more. I say zoom in, I'm literally moving moving the thing that is holding my phone. I'm not technical enough at the moment to have cameras that zoom and that kind of thing. So I will just get on and show you the cards. I think I've talked about everything. Oh no, I haven't. I have gilded edges, absolutely gorgeous. They are a little bit sparkly. The first time I used it, or the first few times I used it, I did have little bits of glitter on my hand and all over the desk and everything. You can see a little bit where it's starting to chip, so I have had it a couple of weeks now and I use it all the time. But it's absolutely gorgeous. The cards just are perfect. They're not too slippy, but they're slippy enough to get jumpers, which I love. But they're not slippy like they're going to slide out of your hand, kind of slippy. What else do I need to say? If you can hear the dog barking, it's because someone has just driven past the door. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, the card's stock. So it's fairly thin, but it is flexible. It's nice and flexible. as you can see, it jumps back to where it is. There's been no bowing or anything. So yeah, it's lovely cardstock, really nice. So I think when I got them, there were a few cards stuck together only because of the gilding, but you just have to be careful and just sort of, you know, just be careful, and they're fine, and they don't stick at all now. They're absolutely perfect. Okay, so let's have a look at the images. So you can see that all the elements of the Rider-Waite Smith are present. We also have the, oh my goodness, what are they? The elemental symbols. There we go. Which is actually really helpful when you're reading. So I won't sort of labour the point too much. You know, you can see it's very, very similar. There are other things that you can pick up here. There is an image sort of behind this figure here. There is a bird. Oh, I can't. No, up. There we go. Sorry, it's because I'm trying to do it by looking in the camera. So, and this here is the sun. So I will sort of fairly quickly go through these because you kind of look. I love her. She's one of the reasons I got the deck. I just think she's gorgeous. I really love how it's, you know, obviously photo collage, and the images, the faces of the people just give another, just more depth, I guess, to the reading. I don't know if that's going to be, I don't think I'm going to do that. I can put those over there so that you can actually see them. Let's do that. Sorry, I haven't done one of these walkthroughs for quite a while. I've got myself all round the wrong way. There we go. There we go, that's better, isn't it? I love her. She looks so much like my gran. She, like a young version of my grandma. I love it when she comes up. I feel like it's a real special message just from her. Yeah, this is a better way of doing it. Much better way. So I love the outfits that everybody's wearing. Not in the death card, obviously. But I'm actually watching for the first time Downton Abbey, and a lot of the dress in this deck seems sort of quite 1920s. I love this card. I really love this card. Yeah, we'll probably be able to tell a little bit more when we pass the Major Arcana. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? No naked baby, but you totally get the meaning of the Sun card in there. And we're on to the wands. So it's very, very, very wider weight. Rider weight. See, look how lovely that card is. So beautiful. I absolutely love the colours in this one. Yeah, I love how this is all the same person. So this is always how I see the Five of Wands, as sort of battling against yourself, you know, self-doubt and all those nasty things that can sneak in. And then this one is absolutely gorgeous as well. But yeah, the for some reason the characters just remind me of people from Downton Abbey. Possibly not this one, but yeah, they all seem to just dress similar and look similar. Maybe not all of them. Now I'm now I'm at the court cards where they don't quite look like that in Downton Abbey. Yeah, I love them. I want to be friends with them. They look like fun people. Fun girls to hang out with, for sure. Look at all the confusion going on up here. I was just looking to see if that was a word, but it's not. It's just all the clouds and the confused mind that you've got when you're in that sad space, not being able to see what's right there, what's right in front of you, and only focusing on these spilled ones here. Love that. How powerful is that card? So gorgeous. Oh, and I love her. Oh, I love that. All that glitter behind her, all that. She's just so chilled though, isn't she? You know, she's just like, yeah, got all my cups lined up. I'm doing pretty well for myself, thank you very much. This is beautiful too. Absolutely love that. The Hebrew letters. Sorry, I didn't didn't mention the Hebrew letters. Yeah, they all have, which I know nothing about. I assume the Tree of Life card will tell me more about that. I haven't quite read all about it yet, but I will. I will be doing that for sure. Oh, they're the wrong way round, aren't they? No, they're not. Sorry. The page are princesses and the knights are princes in this deck. And then we have normal queen and a normal king. Now we're onto the swords. Beautiful Two of Swords. I always love the Two of Swords in a deck. There's so much that can be done with it. I really think it's beautiful. We have a very standard Three of Swords, which is fine by me. I'm a big Rider-Waite fan, so that is fine. I haven't said Smith, have I? I always say Smith because Pamela Colden Smith is the one who draws them. So I don't know why I've just been saying Rider-Waite. But see how Downton is this? Very Downton Abbey. Bit of a trickster here. Trying to find some sort of balance. Some trickery must be going on for her to be balancing on top of a champagne bottle there. Love that card. I should probably cover them up for YouTube because they don't like that. But absolutely gorgeous card. It just makes you feel like you are bearing yourself completely. You know those moments where I am just going to turn the other one over. But you know those moments where I've had it before where I've literally had to get down on my knees and just say, I do not know what you're trying to teach me, but can you please start teaching me in a different way because I can't deal with this, what you're throwing at me again. And it feels like that, she's completely bare. She's as low as she can be. However, she is lying on a fur rug here, on a fur blanket. I don't know if it's sheepskin or fur, but it's warm. She's okay. She's fine. She looks pretty chilled out, actually. Her face is very chilled out. And, as we all know, the sun is rising. Things can only get better from there. Love this sort of spark of inspiration coming up here in the Page of Swords. Oh no, that's right. Sorry. Lovely, lovely Knight or Prince of Swords. This reminds me a bit of the Merkaba, so this reminds me of healing. That's why it's so lovely. It's absolutely possible to work with one tarot deck for the whole of your life, but the reason I like to use different ones is because this to me, if I just pulled this card out, I'd say you're over the mountains, you're over the hurdles, you're over the worst of it, and there is quick healing coming in for you. Which is not what you would find if you Googled what the Knight of Swords was. But in this deck, for me, because of that, that's how I would read it. So yeah, it's interesting how these things sort of show up to us and how they show up to us. I love all the swirls of colour here behind the pentacle. Sort of in the clouds and in the mist. She looks cool. Love the rainbow effect in the church here too. I love this card. I don't know what it is about it that I love, but I really love this card. The expression on her face, maybe. Like, oh, come on. Please get ripe enough for me to pick you. He is very Downton Abbey young man there, working hard. I love her too. Look at that. 9 of Pentacles. Could you get a more Nine of Pentacles than that? I love it. I absolutely love it. I love how bright the scenery around the people are. I love that too. Look at them. Again, very Downton Abbey. You know, I love all the brightness all around, and then they are black and white images. I think it works really beautifully. So that is the Muse Tarot. I will shuffle the deck for you. And, there we go. Okay, you two are doing that, fine. Carry on. Yeah, see what they have to say to us today. What do we need to know today? So as you can see, I mean, I don't do proper riffle shuffling. That's my version of it. That's just what feels comfortable to me. And then the overhand shuffle as well. They shuffle beautifully. They are standard tarot card size as well, in case you were wondering. So they fit very, very comfortably into your hand. Okay, this one. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice one to come up. Him there. Prince of Cups. Now, I haven't actually read this one for myself, so bear with me while I find it. Okie dokie. Put my glasses on because I'm of the age. Okie dokie. So, light. So we have light and shadow keywords. So the light keywords are creative and admirer, imaginative, bringing your ideas into the world, poetic, graceful, romantic, artistic, which is lovely. I won't read in shadow because I don't read reversals. So I will read the sort of write-up for it. So it says, the Prince of Cups is an evolution from the Princess of Cups, where she would rather escape into her imagination instead of exercise practicality. The Prince is all about learning how to apply creativity and emotions in the real world. As Rachel Pollack describes in 78 Degrees of Wisdom, he is to learn that imagination feeds on action rather than fantasy. If a beautiful song is written but never heard, did it ever exist in the first place? The Prince of Cups is also a classic lover boy card, a romantic interest or offering, either coming in or going, depending on the direction he is facing in the reading. He also represents Scorpio, capable of deep transformation. From a scorpion to a phoenix, he rises from the ashes. His elements, air of water, suggest he may be prone to either activity or passivity, which leaves an element of mystery, but also a potential for unpredictability. So we can see here the elemental signs that they were talking about. And this is the phoenix. I wondered whether it was an eagle. Are you gonna, there we go. But it sounds like it is actually a phoenix rising up there. Oh, and there's the scorpion. How clever. Yeah, so you can see that it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And the deck just is gorgeous. The deck is gorgeous, you know, the images are beautiful. It looks really good. If I, technical word, zoom out, i.e., pull it back. Move some other things around. I will just quickly show you what it all looks like when it's laid out together. I'll move things around for you in a sec so you can see, but they look beautiful all together. They make, yeah, they are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. So that is, you just had a little sneaky look at some of my other decks that I have out on my table. So that is the Muse Tarot, and I will put all the links that you need below. So I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough. If you have, I'd love it if you could give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.